Hello, everybody. My name is Puggy, and I'm here with Vigo's court today. Court is in session. There was something where I was supposed to say, but I totally forgot what it was. It was a slogan. It was like, what was it? It was, court is now in session, get good or die trying, or something like that. So welcome everyone. We're so happy to have you here today. We hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we're going to be going up against two wonderful teams who I did really good in the last matchups, I think, and we will definitely have the stats up for you guys very soon on our website, but currently stats are not being published yet, but you will be able to see them soon. So also, it should be noted, we don't yet have a lower third that says this, but the stream is delayed by 20 minutes, so anything that you say in the chat will not be seen for 20 minutes, so let us know what you want to say about the last match that you saw. That's about the right amount of time between matches, I think. So, I also want to really thank a lot of the people behind the scenes that work really hard on this show. We have Drew Phonics, Sam Smeltzer, Abby, last name, and a couple other people. I can't really thank everyone, but it's been hellish trying to get it all together, but we have done such a great job, I think, as a team getting it all together, and I'm really excited to see how it goes. So... yeah, so I hope you guys are having a great day. Today is going to be Bubba's Bullies versus Bloodlust. Bloodlust taking the home team side, which means I believe their map is in play. Drew, is that correct? You can tell me in my ear. So I believe Bloodlust has home team advantage here, and that means that their map is in play for today. And we will be watching them go head-to-head. So I'm going to play their battle card real quick, and let's take a look at these two teams here. I've never done this battle card thing. Oh, that's what a battle card is. Yeah, Bloodlust versus Bubba's Bullies. Interesting. So thank you so much, Drew, for making those awesome battle cards. So the teams are getting ready right now, and yeah, we're going to be having a lot of fun, I think. This is getting ready to get started here. So we have Avian Gaming, who's playing Killer right now, and then we have Hail Naw 08 on Survivor here playing the Fang Min on the left, followed by ASMR Dwight Moans playing Felix, which I thought he'd be playing Dwight, but I guess Felix kind of looks like a Dwight, so he gets away with it. He gets away with it this time. Followed by a Kate Denson. And that's Hail Naw 08, and then All for Domo playing Jake Park. And it looks like they're all bringing medkits, which I think is probably we've seen a lot of the medkits recently. A lot of people bring just straight up medkits. Not a lot of healing or toolbox or generator items. Mostly just healing items, which is really interesting. I think it says a lot about the power of just having all of those. What was that? Did you say something to me? In where? Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, I kicked him. Out. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get started on this match, and we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about what we might expect to see. So I'm going to look at some of these stats that we have from the last games. So if we go over to Bubba's Bullies, let's take a look at them. So they have, first of all, their name. I love it, Bubba's Bullies, because I actually do feel like every time I go up against a Bubba, either we're bullying him or he's bullying us, and it's really funny usually, because he's just a really goofy character in general. So on the previous matchup, it looks like Bloodlust had a hook differential of -3 and an average score of 20.5. And we don't actually have any stats for their for Bubba's Bullies. We don't have any stats for them just yet, but it looks like Bloodlust is going to be a force to be reckoned with for Bubba's Bullies. Really hoping to see them pull through on this one. How they play with this game. It's going to be very interesting indeed. Prepare, and as the teams prepare, we're going to just kind of hang out and chit-chat a little bit. And yeah, I know that it's going to be very difficult to have people seeing everything that's going on live, obviously, because everything is not live. And yeah, we need to make sure that that everybody is good to go, and before they actually start, that's kind of why they're taking so long. They want to make sure their builds are correct. They want to make sure that they have all their items correct, because it's definitely a play. Like when you're sitting there as killer, you're looking at all these people in the room, and you're going, okay, how do I need to counter this? Now you already probably have a build in mind for what you're going to be going up against, but sometimes you got to kind of change stuff on the fly. Like maybe you'd bring Franklin's Demise for a situation like this, where you have so many survivors with items like this. So it looks like we are actually about to get started in game. So it looks like we are connecting now. Awesome. That's really exciting. I'm excited to see how this goes. So let's switch over to the other screen. Get a little bit of a closer look here. Drew, do you have any question for me? I thought you were trying to ask me something. Okay. Okay. Thanks, I'm trying. It's a little difficult because I'm juggling a bunch of stuff at once. But I got it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are in and we are going. So we have, let's take a look at the killer's build first. So obviously he's running Wraith, which is a really, really fun hit and run killer. And it looks like he's running a pretty standard build on a Wraith, I think. He's got Save the Best for last because he's going to be hit and running a lot of people, so that's really good. He's going to get lots of stacks for that probably, if he can kind of sneak up on people and get random hits on them. He also has Corrupt Intervention that he wants to keep people basically from doing the gens really too early. He's got Discordance, which is actually going off right now. Discordance was changed in a recent patch update, and the Discordance now, I'm not even exactly sure how it works anymore. But I do know that we see a yellow generator when multiple people are working on a generator, and as you can see, he was able to find some people really quick. Is he going to get a hit right off the bat? That's the question on our mind, and he does immediately get a hit, which is going to be not Save their Best for last stacks, because that was in fact the obsession. And it looks like he's chasing down Hail to see if he can get a hit on her, because he wants some of them Save the Best for last stacks for sure. Yeah, he is definitely holding his own against her. Staying on top of her, keeping her busy. And he's going to go back invisible again. Is he going to stay on top of a Hail I'm not really sure. It looks like he is staying on top of her. He's just using his invisibility to get an edge. She dead hards right through him, barely making it by, but actually does get it. And he gets the hit right at the pallet before she's able to get it down. That's going to be, if he can get up to it, a hook for their side. So let's see, that would be survivor number 3 there getting a hook. And that will be Bloodless coming in with their first score of the game. And he is now in a chase with ASMR Kitten Purrs. They already got the hook off of the Hail Null. He gets the hit on ASMR Kitten Purrs as well. She is being chased down through Killer Shack, which is actually really hard to do on a Wraith because he is just an M1 killer, but it looks like he's doing it pretty well. Ooh, is she going to make this window? I think she makes that window just fine. Yeah, she makes that window. It may not be a good idea for him to commit to this chase. He may want to leave that chase. Yeah, it looks like he is, in fact, leaving the chase. Oh no, maybe he's not. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's committing. He might actually be committing to this Fang Min. Yeah, he's lost 2 generators now. So there are 2 generators completed now, and it looks like the Fang Min is trying to heal herself during the chase, which I guess, I mean, if he's not catching up to her, it might be the ideal play. And he gets a down on Hail Na again, so that's second down for Hail Na. And second hook as well. 2 generators completed so far. So that's, it looks like 2 points for Bubba's Bullies and 3 points for Bloodlust. And Avian Gaming currently looking for people. Looks like they're getting the save on Hail Na again. And I think she's asking for a heal. She's like, please heal me because this is really rough. I'm getting down and I'm dead on hook now. So she is dead on hook. And he's going to be chasing the Fang Min again, who is now fully healed. So he's going to have to hit her twice again, which may be problematic. She seems pretty good in a chase. I don't know if he wants to commit to this. Ooh, maybe I'm mistaken. How you doing? How you doing in chase? How's she going to do? No, he keeps whiffing it. I'm not sure if it's PlayStation lag or if he's actually just not able to lock in on it. Could be nerves, could be jittering, could be lag. Really uncertain, but he is missing a lot of attacks on her that he could have probably landed. And it looks like they got another generator done. That's 3 generators so far for Bubba's Bullies right now. And they're working on 2 more as we speak. She gets a pallet stun. Very nice pallet stun. That's going to keep her in the chase for quite a bit longer, too. I really don't think he should be committing to this chase. If it were me, I probably would have left this chase quite some time ago. I really think it's a little bit risky. Oh, he does get the down, though, eventually, but at what cost is the question? Because it looks like 2 generators are going to be pretty far along at this point. We have Hail Na working about halfway through this generator. All4 Domo really pushing his generator to the max, too, as well. This is one of the important generators that could keep him in the game. He definitely wants to focus on that. He almost got a free hit there. And that is another hook for ASMR Kitten Purse. And let's see what's happening now. So it looks like he's chasing down the Jake. No, maybe not. Okay, I thought he was going to go for that Jake chase, but it looks like he left that. He is staying in the vicinity of the hook, which makes sense. I would want to watch this generator very carefully because this generator is very centralized, and you don't want to just necessarily lose that right off the bat. And it looks like this one's going to get done, though, pretty quickly. He's really not putting a lot of map pressure right now. He needs to start putting down some map pressure if he's hoping to stay in this game. And it looks like they got another generator done. That's now 4 generators done for Bubba's Bullies. And so far, only 3 hooks for Bloodlust. And they got all 5 generators done. She has borrowed time, so it looks like borrowed time's going to save her in that situation. She may also have Decisive Strike. I didn't actually take a look at that really quick. So that was ASMR Kitten Purse. She does have Decisive Strike. So basically, if she gets downed, it's a free getaway for her. The question is she going to bait that, or is she going to just let it go? Watching the chase here very carefully. It looks like she may have gotten caught out of place. No, we have a body protection. She protected him in the chase. Very nice protection hit there from the Kate. Oh, she got into a locker. She is baiting the DS strike. That is so cold-blooded, but it is what it is. She's baiting that DS. And now he's being forced to waste even more time. He does get the down on her, though. It looks like he's going to leave her slug, though. That would be the smart place, to leave her slug. So it looks like they're about to get at least 1 gate open. Got it. And looks like they're just going to get the 1 gate open. I'm not so sure about the 2nd gate. And it looks like he's trying to chase down whoever might go for this heal here. They definitely don't want to leave her behind. She's only on 2nd hook if he gets hooked at all. Looks like he's chasing ASMR Dwight, but he's not committing. He is non-committal to that chase. He's trying to go back again for ASMR Kitten Purse. He really wants to get her down. Ooh. Oh, he is just toying with her now. He is just toying with her now. Oh, man, he gets the down on her one more time, and that is a hook because she no longer has Decisive Strike. So that is 2nd hook for ASMR Kitten Purse. Oh, if he makes it to the hook. Is he going to make it to this hook? Yeah, he makes it. Yeah, he makes it. All right. Fantastic. So that's 4 hooks now for Bloodlust and 5 gens done. Still have not opened any of the gates. And I take it the reason they're not doing this is because they want to make sure they get this unhooked before they try to make their escape. So the gates are probably 99. They took 1 hit. They're doing the smart play here. They're taking a whole bunch of protection hits. She's going to now have borrowed time, almost certainly. He's going to try to wait it out, maybe get a hit on someone else on the way out the door. They got 1 gate open. It looks like he's going to whiff it, which is really unfortunate. She was also full health, taking a protection hit. However, ASMR Kitten Purse going down. She might actually get a death hook here. Oh, but she had Decisive Strike. She still had Decisive Strike up, and she gets out for free. That is a free exit for him. He gets out the other gate. That's 2 gates opened. And that's game over, ladies and gentlemen. That is game over. So the current score, 6-9. We need to calculate their blood points, though. So it looks like All for Domo had a score of 22-09. Really interesting. Really interesting scoring here. So let's see how this went down. So we have. Take a look at these final scores. So we have 22-21. And that goes to ASMR Dwight. ASMR Kittenper is coming in with a score of 21-508. ASMR Dwight Moans was 19-430. Okay. And Hail Naw with, let's see, 19-268 it looks like. And the killer got 21-292. There was no hatch kick. There was no other. In-game events, but they did get 2 gates open, bringing their final scores for that match or for that game 1 of this matchup, 11-16. It looks like. Now, we will need to do some confirmations after the game to ensure that these scores are completely accurate, because we are just kind of keeping score myself, and Drew Phonics is helping at the back end. But yeah, that looks like to be the score. So hopefully we will see. Oh no, we actually have 4 escapes. Sorry about that. I forgot to do escapes. So escapes actually 28-11. There we go. 28-11. Bubba's Bullies coming in with a huge win right out the gate, out the first game. Very interesting indeed. So we're going to take a quick break between these matches, and we'll be right back after these messages from us. Okay, bye. Okay, everybody, welcome back. My name is Poggy. We're here again with the Vigos Courts Bloodlust versus Bubba's Bullies. Today we're going to be having another matchup with these two. We're having 3 total matchups today, don't forget. And this is match number 2, or game number 2, sorry. 3 total games. I need to get my terminology straight. We'll get the hang of that eventually. So 3 total games, 1 total matchup today. That's what it is. So it's Bubba's Bullies versus Bloodlust once again, and that is Totem Slayer, Exterminator, Wakanda, and Altricon. I can't pronounce that one. That's an interesting name. So they're going to be switching sides for this game. So it looks like we're going to have game 2 is going to be Bubba's Bullies on Killer and Bloodlust on Striver, which last game it was Bloodlust on Killer, as you guys may have noticed. So yeah, it's changed around this time, but yeah, they look like they're getting ready. They're just about ready to go for the next match, and we're going to be ready to watch them go. And next match, also, we're going to be trying something new, which is going to be doing some post-game review, so hopefully you guys enjoy that coming up in just a few minutes. And it looks like they're all bringing med kits again, so I'm wondering if our killer friend here is going to be bringing perhaps a Franklin's Demise or something like that, or if he's just going to bring something to counter the healing like Thanatophobia and Sloppy Butcher. We'll see how he plays it, and I'm really curious how it's going to work out. So as they get ready, we're just going to go ahead and go to the... There we go. So my camera's still working, which is great, because I've had problems with that many, many times. It'll just stop working randomly. So it looks like it's still working. I definitely appreciate you guys letting me know about the echo. I apologize for the echo that was going on there. Hopefully that echo is now gone. Should be, I think. So, yeah, I think that's taken care of. So we actually had somebody missing today. I want to reach out just to say thank you to Sam Smeltzer. Sorry, I'm putting together the spreadsheet here. So Sam Smeltzer, he does a really good job on the back end trying to organize all this, and it's very difficult. And unfortunately, he couldn't be here today because he is in a hurricane. So Godspeed to our friend Sam. Hopefully he does well and stays safe over in this hurricane, and we hopefully hear from him soon. And please be safe out there if you can hear us, or if you're listening to this later. Sam, we're all wishing you well, and be safe, okay? And we're doing this for you, buddy. This is all for you. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go for a quick pause, and then we're gonna be right back. In less than 60 seconds, we'll be going back. All right, so it looks like we're just about ready. Once again, the current score, Bloodlust 11, Bubba's Bullies 28. They're going to have to do really well. Bloodlust is going to have to pull ahead really far playing Survivor in this one, because they did not do too well in the first matchup. I'm hoping to see them pull through. We'll see how they pull it off. My understanding is they have a really strong Survivor team, so let's see how they do. And hopefully they do well. They're just about all ready. There's just a few ready checks missing, and then we're going to be good to go. I think they're probably just finalizing their builds and add-ons for their med kits and things like that. And just as a reminder, I don't know exactly what perk was banned. Drew, if you know what it is, you can shout it in my head. And the map is going to be Mother's Dwelling, I do believe, which is one of the hardest killer maps in the game, which I didn't really talk about that much last time, and I feel like I should have mentioned that Mother's Dwelling is a very difficult map, especially for a killer like Wraith. That's going to be very difficult for a hit-and-run killer like Wraith to manage such a large map, because it's not like he teleports around the map or anything. He has to run back and forth. So it's a very, very one-sided map in a lot of people's minds. It's not quite as bad as Ormond, but it's still pretty bad. However, it looks like the survivors here may be able to pull it ahead if the killer is not prepared to deal with Mother's Dwelling. And they are getting in-game right now. All right, sorry about that, folks. I was just drinking a little bit of water before we started. I'm probably going to have yet another sip because it's going to be a long game, I can tell. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in game, and we're getting started here. We're going to start by looking at, it looks like X-Turdinator, or I think he just likes to be called Just Call Me Turd, or is it Call Me Turd? So the killer is Oni, which is going to be an interesting choice on this map. Actually, probably a really strong choice on this map. And I say that because Oni can really move across the map quite quickly. He's a lot like Billy with his charge. And it looks like he immediately finds this Dwight running up through the main building. And the main building is probably the strongest part of this map. For sure. It looks like he's... Ooh, was that balanced landing? So the Dwight has balanced landing. Let's talk a little bit while they're in this chase. Let's talk about his build. Ooh, what are words? Infectious Fright, which is going to give him information. If he had hit that Dwight and he heard somebody else scream, that would be what Infectious Fright is doing. He does get the hit on the Dwight, though, as he tries to window vault. He has brutal strength to get through pallets a lot faster and also break generators quicker, and Corrupt Intervention is helping him with the early game, which makes sense on a map like this because it's so big. You definitely want to protect that 3-gen as much as you can. And he has Ruin, of course, to just harass them off the gens and essentially keep them from being able to complete them as easily. And we'll see how he plays it off, though. It's going to be very challenging. He hasn't yet found anybody working on a gen yet. Oh, there's one over here, and it's one of the ones that wasn't with Corrupt. Already got finished, so that's one gen down already. Survivors are already ahead. And it looks like he's chasing down the Fang, who is injured right now. He's going to charge his power. He's going to try to go for the Demon Dash. Let's see if he can pull it off down here. This building is very tight corners. I don't think he's going to have a very easy time getting through this. Corrupt Intervention almost coming to an end. He's really trying to use it, but his power is going to be very difficult to manage through these buildings because of the fact that he has to turn so hard. That's what makes these buildings so strong and so difficult to manage. He almost gets the hit on the Kate, but the Kate manages to squeak right by. The strength of these buildings cannot be understated. He is able to finally get the hit down on Turdinator, so it was perhaps worth it. Hard to say. It looks like he's probably going to go for this basement hook. Yeah, he's going for the basement hook. That's the sensible thing to do in this situation. Basement did spawn here in the middle of the map. And that is one hook on X-Turdinator. He's going to go ahead and soak up some of that delicious blood and try to find some more survivors. Let's see what the survivors are up to as he's searching around. So it looks like they're just about to finish another generator on this side. Dwight's about to wrap it up. They're perhaps trying to get the save, but he's sort of soft camping the area. Ooh, he finds the Kate. Is he going to chase down the Kate? It looks like Wakanda also working on a generator in Killer Shack. So Dwight finishes his generator, and Wakanda may come in with another one. He charges his power yet again. They haven't yet gotten the hook save off the basement hook, but he's chasing down. Ooh, he could have gone for that. He did. He comes back and he swings back at her, getting the down on Totem Slayer. And they did get the basement unhook. He's going back for it. It looks like he almost just barely makes it. Alt Recon slipping away. Exterminator also looks like they're slipping away as well. So he's not going to be able to micromanage all that, so he's going to go ahead and hook the Kate, which is probably the smart play. Go ahead and let that basement go. He wasn't able to apply any pressure or snowball from that, which is kind of unfortunate. A snowball would have been really good there. Dwight starting another generator. That shack generator now getting done. Wakanda just finishing that shack generator. Totem Slayer just hanging in there. And it looks like he's going to be sneaking up perhaps on the Fang Min again. Yes, so it is going to be Fang Min once again. Currently the score at Bloodlust 15, Bubba's Bullies 30. So it looks like they're really starting to apply some pressure with these gens now. Keeping the killer very, very, very busy, giving him a very difficult time. And Infectious Fright letting us know there's somebody in the building on that top gen. As he hooks, let's see what they're doing up there. So it looks like he's almost done with that gen. He should have gone for the slug to stop this generator, especially with only 2 generators left. But he did not go for the slug. He went for the hook, and he's probably not going to be able to finish that. Or they're probably not going to be able to stop him from doing that. Yeah. Yeah, they finished that gen pretty quick. He goes for the charge. She's now on second hook, by the way. And they're all just kind of waiting. They're just kind of waiting patiently up there. Did you see them up there? They're just giving him, the stare down. Like, go ahead. What are you going to do? What are you going to do from down there? Not a damn thing. That's what they're saying. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to bring my ass up there. That's what he said. And he sure did. But it looks like he's just kind of swinging at air, unfortunately. His power can be very difficult to manage in all these tight spots. He's going to end up hitting a lot of places that's probably not going to really help him out too much. And unfortunately, she gets the pallet stun rather than the... Oh! And then Fang Min giving a point. She's giving a little bit of harassment there with a point. Playing a little bit of the dirty, toxic game. Gotta love that. All for Domo. Coming in with a 3rd or 4th hook now. 4th hook. And gets a free hit on Totem Slayer. Very interesting. So that is... first hook for Wakanda. Looks like one of these generators is going to done. I really don't think there's any way he stopped these generators from getting done. All he can really hope now is that he pulls ahead with at least a 1K or maybe a 2K if he's very, very lucky. If he manages to get a snowball, though, he could really take it home. But these survivors seem to know what they're doing and may not allow him to do that. It looks like he's kind of chasing down the Kate right here. She's jumping into a locker to protect herself. Rather... okay. Interesting play by Totem Slayer. Definitely keeping him in those corridors because it makes it very difficult for him to aim his power. And he knows that, so he's leaving that chase, it looks like. Trying to go somewhere else and get a surprise attack. Oni being a very, very difficult killer to manage when in those tight places. And as we've seen that a lot this game. It's similar to Billy's power, where you have to be very careful not to hit the edges of something, or you end up going into a cooldown. It looks like he just barely missed that. Fang Min once again. So Fang Min is now on 3rd hook, so that'll actually be death hook for her. And that is death hook for Turtonator. Unfortunate. Unlucky. So unlucky. But it looks like it worked out, so he did actually manage to get it down, and what more could you really ask for? So let's see what the strivers are up to. They're probably about to finish that last gen. Oh, okay. Hello. Interesting glitch there, DBD. Thank you very much. It looks like they're getting pretty close, but they haven't quite managed to... what is happening here? So it looks like they haven't really managed to finish that last gen just yet. Kind of curious if they're going to, because they're... I thought they would have had it done by now. I'm a little curious as to why it's this far gone, but if they can hang on to this one, it looks like it will get done in time. Totem Slayer still just floating around in the sky. All for Domo, getting close to that gen they were working on, and getting a hit. She tried to commit to it. Dwight's committing to it as well, and they get the finish on that one. Wow. Holy crap. That is spectacular. They actually just hung in. They had no fear at all. No fear. All for Domo actually getting a hit around the corner. Very nice. Very nice. That is really difficult to aim that, and he played that perfectly. Looks like he's going to go... oh, Wakanda just got up. Who got Wakanda up? Or does she have Unbreakable? No, I guess she got herself up. I think she had Unbreakable, right? Yeah, she had Unbreakable. Okay. So that is second hook for Wakanda, I do believe. All 5 gens are done now. And looks like we're just waiting on Totem Slayer to stop floating around the screen and Wakanda to get off. What is happening there? So Alt Recon going to get hooked now too. So he is actually snowballing a lot of pressure right now, leaving it kind of to Totem Slayer to figure it out. So Totem Slayer looks like he's going to try to go for the unhook while he's floating around like Jesus, apparently. I don't actually know what's happening there, but it's very, very interesting. Very interesting. DBD glitches 101, I guess. So he's going to get his power again. Are they going to get 3 saves here? Are they all 3 going to get out, or is he going to get another kill? Oh, it looks like he gets the down on Totem Slayer now. And maybe that also fixed the bug. Thank you, Bug Fixer All4Domo. We really appreciate it. So it looks like that'll be 3rd hook for Totem Slayer too, which is a death hook. I don't think they've 99 to any of the gates either. Yeah, I don't think they've 99 these gates. She's being chased right now. Wakanda in a chase. Killer kind of using his power to zone her in a little bit. Is it working, though, is the question. It looks like he decided to give up on that and go for the Kate. Makes sense. I think that was the right play, because she is on death hook. If I'm not mistaken. Which, you know, I could be. It's happened before. Okay, not on death hook. So Totem Slayer on 2nd hook. Thank you, Drew Phonics, for updating the sheet correctly and keeping me honest. I appreciate it. So who was the one on death hook? I can't even remember now. So it looks like Dwight's going to go for the gate. The question then is, are they actually going to get out? And we can't really be sure of anything right now. It's too close to call. This is a very, very close and tight game for sure. The question is, are they actually going to try to get that save or not? And it looks like she's kind of edging her way towards the save, but perhaps it's a little bit, ooh, out of position. You're out of position. Oh gosh, that was a risky play there. All4Domo almost able to capitalize on that. And it looks like Totem Slayer might progress to death hook. And that is progression to death hook from Totem Slayer. Unfortunately, they were not able to get the save. The question now is, can they get out at all? Is he going to turn this into a 3K? I don't think there's any way he gets a 4K on this, because I don't think Alt Recon's going to come back for Wakanda if Wakanda gets down. She kind of just has to make her way towards the exit. It looks like Alt Recon is staying within the vicinity of the exit, not leaving it. Which I would think the better play would be to leave it so that maybe she could get hatched, but looks like he's not doing that. Very interesting. And the question now being, can he get the down, or are they going to get out? I think she's probably gunning it for the exit. Let's take a look. No, she's hiding. She's hiding in the main building. She's not gunning it for the exit. However, that fall is going to make a loud noise. He is going to know where she just fell at. The question is, can she make it there? And I think she does make this. Even with his power, I don't think he's going to make this. He found the hatch. I think he wants to try to get a hatch kick. Yeah, it looks like they're escaping, and that is GG. He's not going to get the hatch kick now. No, that's unfortunate. However, he was able to pull through with quite a good score there. Holy crap. What a great score. So let's go ahead and tally up these blood points. So we have Wakanda coming in with 24,000 blood points. Fantastic plays by everybody, by the way. Wakanda came in with that high score, 22,849 from Alt Recon. So Wakanda just smashed it. And then Totem Slayer with 21,488. Followed by Who's the last one there? Exterminator. How do you pronounce that one? 11,790. And then the blood point total for our killer was 28,000 even, which is an interesting score, just to say. I've never really seen like a perfectly even score unless it's 32. But hey, I'll take it. 2 escapes in total. And no hatches kicked or anything like that. Just 1 progression. And it looks like the final score is going to be... It's going to be 48-28, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. I don't think everybody got hooked once, unless I'm wrong. We can go back and watch the footage later. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I was going to do a game review of this game. However, I have to use the restroom before the next game. So I'm going to do that and take care of that before we go on to the next game. Thank you all so much for watching. As a reminder, there is a stream delay of 20 minutes. So if you're watching and we're not live chatting with you, because we can't. However, we are going to read your comments as we go through. So after I get back from the restroom, we're going to read some of the things you said and see what we have here. So... yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Be right back in just a few minutes. Okay, everybody. Hello, my name is Poggy again. Yes, it's still me. I'm still here. I haven't left yet. We're here with Vigo's court once again, and we're still waiting on them to finish up their matchmaking and all that. I think they're switching teams because I do believe that they're switching teams because they're switching sides, and they want to have the killer be the one who takes the request. However, there is some question about possibly disputing the last match because of some of the glitching that was going on. I don't think that would be a problem, but it looks like the team captain is saying they may not do that. So I don't know. No, maybe they will. Let's see. We're not really sure. So the score ended at 28-48 on the last game 2. There's 2 games left in the matchup. And they can still bring it back. It's still very possible. They're just going to have to play their A game and basically shut down the other team, which would be very difficult to do, but they could pull it off. And, of course, Bubba's Bullies coming in with a huge lead right now at 48, which is quite far ahead. I believe the max score you can get in one game is 33, so they've gotten pretty close to that 66 mark. And also, one more thing I wanted to mention, just as we saw, both killers really seem to struggle in keeping up with the game and the map. I think that was just probably a little bit of nerves, but also we have to take into consideration that map is so difficult for killer. I almost wonder who would have selected it, because it seems like I guess that was the home team. Bloodlust must have selected it. That's a very, very tough map, and it seems to be playing against them. Not really sure how that's working out, but there was some glitching going on in game 2. And it does make me wonder if perhaps they will be requesting a rematch on game 2. But that's something we're gonna have to deal with after the stream, not today. It would be probably rematched on a different day, just to try to see if we can get a game without a whole bunch of glitchiness. You guys saw it on the screen, and we know what happened, so it's not like we're, making stuff up here. We definitely saw some weirdness going on. I don't really know how Totem Slayer was just floating around in the air, but it was very interesting to watch. I don't know if that was seen on everybody's screen or just ours, but definitely looked like it was probably a glitch that was going on for everybody. My goodness. So we're just about ready for this matchup. No, I am not playing Survivor, before you guys wonder. That is my Claudette there. I'm switching to spectator mode. I don't play for these guys, but I do play Survivor, and I am a Claudette main, in case you guys are wondering, and it's one of my favorite characters. So let's take a look at some of this chat, guys. So you guys have been chatting with us. Once again, as a reminder, we are not able to chat with you immediately. There is a 20-minute delay on the stream to prevent cheating and any other things like that. Nefariousness between the matchups, in case somebody might be watching. We want to make sure that the games are as fair as possible, so only the moderators and referees are allowed to be watching the games live on the no delay stream, which is secret and will never be shared with you, so don't ask. So let's see. Some of you guys have said Friday could never get commentary like this. Oh my, I don't know what that means. Is it bad commentary? Is that what he's saying? Am I bad at this? Sorry about that. Thank you for following, guys. I appreciate the follows. The closest, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to read all these because it looks like they're just bashing other people. Guys, there's no reason to be mean. I've been doing this for a lot longer than some of these people, and no offense to any of them. They're new at it, and I think that they deserve credit for just putting themselves out there and having the guts to do it. I don't think we should really be hating on the new streamers. I think they did a great job for their first times. I mean, Drew Phonics is pretty new to streaming, and he does a really great job, all things considered. And he's still learning how to just use Streamlabs, and that's a hard software to master. So I mean, props to everybody on the team who's been really trying to just learn all the ins and outs of how to do all this technical stuff. And I'm going to continue to do my best to help them out with that as well, because I've been doing it quite a bit longer, and so I think Mitch as well has a lot of experience with it. So, but we definitely want to thank everybody and make sure that everybody feels the love around the room. So. Yeah, no problem. I'm a very wholesome person, you'll come to find. You guys can't hear it because Drew's talking in my head, but Drew just said it's the nicest way to call somebody a noob. Thank you, Drew, for that one. Good one, Drew. I wasn't being mean. I wasn't. I was being as nice as I could in a very nice, calm way. Yeah, I mean it is. I mean you guys really did a great job the other day. It's tough. I mean this is tough stuff to do. It takes a lot of brain energy and like know-how, and if you don't know how to do it, there's gonna be a lot of mistakes. That's just what you expect. I mean, hell, I've made a bunch of mistakes, and I've been doing it for years. So I already forgot to record one of the matches and had an audio issue at the beginning with it echoing. I mean, I'm not immune to errors. So, but it looks like we're getting quite along here, and they're just about ready to start. So we have ASMR Dwight Moan. So this is again the previous matchup essentially that we already saw between these two in the first game, just repeated again in game 3 now. So it looks like it's going to be the same survivors, I do believe that is. Yep, Hail Naw, All for Domo, ASMR Kitten Purrs, and ASMR Dwight Moans. I wonder where they get these names. Like, I didn't know Dwight even moans. Does he moan? It's more like a gurgle, isn't it? No, there's that Meg. And ASMR Kitten Purrs. I'll be honest, I'm in favor of that one because I like kitten purrs. And Hail Naw, obviously we can figure out where that one comes from. Avian Gaming coming in as killer. I wonder if he's going to be playing the same killer or if it's a different killer. Last time he played, what was it, Wraith on the first match, or the first game, and then after that it was All for Domo playing Oni, for you guys that missed it. And the next match, it looks like it's going to be probably the same setup. We'll see how that goes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to just take a quick 2 minutes while we wait to see these guys get into game. I'm going to take my last restroom break before we do the next game, and then we will get started. Okay? So it looks like we're just about to get in game, guys. Very exciting indeed. We only have 2 more ready checks we're waiting on. As a reminder, here's your score right now, 28-48. Very, very difficult to come back from for Bloodlust, but they can pull it off. It can be done. I'm very excited to see how this works. Whew. I'm actually a little bit nervous because so a lot of our matches so far have been very neck and neck. Like for example, my team last week was neck and neck with I believe it was Object of Depression. Object of Depression versus Pretty Good Squad. It was neck and neck the whole time. Even the final score, 80-81. We haven't quite seen a divergence this large yet. So I'm really curious how the end of this is going to go, or if they're just going to get dominated. And I'm very hopeful. I'm hopeful that the team captain was, kind of strategizing in the background, maybe trying to encourage the team a bit, maybe say, here's how we can improve, here's how we can go up against the next killer. So yeah, I hope they've had the time to kind of regroup and, pull themselves together, because I know they can do it. We saw them do really well in the first matchup. But I don't know, Bubba's Bullies also did pretty well in the first matchup, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they did quite well. So I do expect to see a a challenge for them. Very much an uphill battle. But once again, we do have to take into consideration that Game 2 might be in dispute. So, say, if it's in dispute, it may be subject to change, but we won't know anything for sure until after the matchup is completed, and maybe for the next stream we'll talk about that a little bit more. And it looks like we're just waiting on the kill to ready up, and everybody is good to go. So if you guys haven't seen it already, we also have a website, www.vigoscourt.tv, I believe, and you can watch the live stream there as well. And there you can also donate to the live stream. Donating really helps the live stream. It helps us keep this going as much as we can. So be sure to go check that out and share this with your friends. Like this stream. Let everybody know that you love us. And leave some comments. Talk to us. Let us know how you're doing, because we would like to know what you think about the game so far. So we are actually getting into game now, which is very interesting. I'm really excited to see how this one goes. Oof. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are in game now, and we do have, it looks like a different killer here. If you guys know who this is right here without looking at anything else, let me know down in the comments below, but I'm pretty sure most of you already picked up on it. So, we have S1W2M1 and Kate running, so we have Kate and Felix running to, looks like near the gate area. Little Claudette here with the halter top, going for the top gen in the middle, which is the riskiest one to work on. And did we see where the killer is heading? Let's see where he's going. So it looks like Avian Gaming is making his way. Okay. So it looks like he's going to be chasing this Jake through the hatch. Or through the killer shack. Sorry, hatch? Really? Really, Poggy? Hello? Dummy. Okay, so we have Jake giving the clown a difficult time here. So clown build. Let's take a look at his build while he's kind of on the chase here. Corrupt Intervention, Brutal Strength, Sloppy Butcher, and Pop Goes the Weasel. This is pretty much just kind of a go-to build for a lot of killers, and especially killers like that are M1 killers. You just want to be able to get through pallets faster. Pop Goes the Weasel, obviously one of the clown's default perks. And actually, I believe that is the only one that is gen slowdown that'll work with this build, really. Because if he just ran Ruin on his own, it might be too risky. Getting a gen done already, and he does get a hit on the Felix, which is a really interesting thing that a gen was already done. I don't know if he's going to be able to micromanage all these gens now with chasing the Felix down. Because if he commits to this chase with the Felix, he's running the risk of losing more early game gens, and we can hear them kind of going on in the background. We take a real quick look from Felix's angle here. Looks like Felix is just barely not going to make that window vault. Just barely not going to make that window vault. Avian going to get his first hook of the game. So one gen down, one hook completed. And that is first hook for S1W2M1. And it looks like he's going to find this Claudette really quick. That gen was almost done. If I were him, I would stop this chase immediately and go back and kick that gen before his Pop Goes the Weasel goes out. But he opted instead to try to get the hit on the Claudette, which was actually not a bad play. It actually worked out for him. However, another gen pops. Oh my gosh, gens are just getting rushed right now. So that's two gens. These guys are dirty, filthy gen rushers. So let's take a look here. Looks like they're going to try to go for the save on Felix, but it looks like the Clown's coming back for it. Finding the Jake, it appears. I think he just found the Jake running into Shaq. Yeah, he did. So it looks like somebody else is going to have to come get this save now. There's no way he's going to be able to get the save at this point, so somebody else is going to have to come grab it. Let's see how they're doing here. Looks like he's reloading, which is a perfect opportunity, but he is kind of soft camping the area. Another gen popping. Wow. That's a lot of gens really fast. Bubba's Bullies coming in with 3 gens in the first, like, 3 minutes of the game. Holy crap. Making it very difficult. Looks like he's going to try to down Felix, but Felix has borrowed time. Felix got that time borrowed, so was not able to get downed. Jake really playing Shaq beautifully here. Clown see, he seems a little bit confused as to how to pull this one off, how to get through here. Was he able to fake it? No. He didn't get him to vault, which is kind of unfortunate. Reloading again, using a lot of bottles, unable to really micromanage these guys. Let's see how they're doing on gens. Another gen's about to pop. Holy crap. And it looks like Hail Na is about to finish hers. Kate over there. Looks like Felix is kind of lining up for possibly opening the gate very soon, too. So they're definitely communicating very effectively. They're both just kind of waiting over there. The Clown doesn't seem to really be chasing anybody right now. Oh, he did find the Jake. He did find the Jake. Threw a bottle at the Jake, but Jake, once again, probably one of the strongest chasers here, but he is able to get him down, zoning him into the window. Getting him down with that bottle, slowing him down just enough so he can get that hit through the window. Perfectly executed. But is it too little too late is the question. And I think it might be. I think that might be too little too late. So that is first hook for Avian. Or for Alfredomo, sorry. Second hook for Avian, technically. So, it looks like that gen is almost finished. Maybe 99'd. I think Kate is 99'ing that gen, possibly to mess with the killer. I'm not really sure. It looks like they're these guys are a little funky on their sportsmanship, but I'm not gonna hate on that because we're here to throw shade sometimes. It's all good. Claudette immediately going to open that gate. That could be 2 gates opened for them, which is extra points. 5 gens completed. Clown just not able to do a whole lot right now. He's kind of just waiting for something to happen, and instead of really pressuring anything, he just doesn't have a lot of information. And that's one of the things we could talk about with his build, is that he just has no information. And on a map this big, you need some information. Perhaps, you know, something like barbecue and chili would have been good. Maybe it would have helped him find people after he got the hooks, but he just didn't bring any information perks, which is a questionable decision on a map this size. And it seems to have played against him. Desperately trying to get another down, but Jake is just speeding along. It looks like he might be able to get a hook on the Kate, though. Oh, unless Claudette's able to pull off the heel. She almost committed to that. Well, she did commit to it, but she almost was able to pull it off. Not quite, though. She doesn't have Unbreakable, so she's only going to be able to crawl away. Looks like he gets the down on the Claudette, being able to zone her in. She got caught out of place there. Able to be down quite quickly. Clown getting a second hook on Hail Na. Very nice. Very nice. So it's not over yet. He can still come back from this, at least get some extra points at the end, if not, maybe even a kill. Looks like the Claudette may have had Soul Guard and Unbreakable, which indeed she does have Unbreakable and Soul Guard combo, which basically protects her in terms of getting up, so she can get up and run away and take a hit for free. Looks like they're going to either try to run for the exit and take it all out, or they're going to all go for the hook at the same time. It's really unclear what their play is. Really going to be curious to see how they do this. It looks like we are camping the hook, which maybe not the bad play here. Maybe the best play right now is to just camp the hook and try to bait out some altruism, which is actually kind of working because Felix coming in, taking a hit. The question is that going to be enough to really stifle this, or are they going to be able to get the hook save anyway? Can they get 4 escapes, or is he going to have to camp this for a full minute and 20 seconds? Looks like she's got about a minute and 10, maybe a minute 20 left. And it looks like Kate is going to actually progress into phase 2 now, which is not quite as many points as a second hook, but still points. So I guess it plays out. So that's Hail Naw with a hook progression. $32.57 is the score right now. Of course, that's subject to change. Of course, wants to read all the blood points. But yeah, he is definitely camping this pretty hard. Felix coming back again, but fully healed. So he did take the time to actually heal before he came back, which of course is the smart play to do. Once again, throwing it right at the feet of the Kate so they can't come in for the save. I feel like there's really not much else Clown can do here except try to get this kill, but it's really not going to count for as much as it would have if he was able to get hooks. So I wonder if it's a questionable decision for him on his part to instead not let them get the unhook, but at the same time, it could have been a major risk, and that is a hook progression again on the Kate. So she is now dead. And it looks like we're going to get 2 escapes already, maybe even a third. Felix waiting at the gate. Hatch closed. 3 escapes. 3 escapes in total. I didn't see if a second gate got opened. I don't think it did. Actually, it might have. It might have, actually. I know there was 2 gates 99. I don't think both gates were opened, though. I think it was only 1 gate opened. However, that is going to be GG, and with a total of 3 hooks that game. Wow, that is a rough match, but once again, we've talked about this already. When you're on Mother's Dwelling, it's going to be very, very difficult to come back from that. I mean, that's very, very hard on that game, on that match. Just in general, I don't like that map at all myself. I'm not a fan of either. On Survivor, it's fun, I guess, but on Killer, it's a pain in the ass, and we actually saw that play out quite a bit here. So let's get these scores tabulated. Very simply, we got ASMR Dwight Moans with 18,586 blood points, followed by ASMR Kitten Purrs 17,373, and then All for Domo with 18,217 or 215. And last but not least, Hail Naw 12,979. Bringing our total with the Killer's BP of 2701. Total score looks like it's going to be 3968. And I do believe that's going to make it almost impossible for a comeback in the 4th game for Bloodlust. I really don't think that they can come back from that. I mean, in theory, they could. In theory, but they would have to get the full score and shut down the other team completely, and I just don't really see that happening this game. However, let's see if they can at least bring in a good score on the last game and maybe at least bring things a little bit closer. So we're going to be right back as we wait to see the next matchup. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, there is a 20-minute delay. We will read your comments after each game. I will read them in just a few minutes. We're just going to get ready for the next matchup. See you then. everybody. Hello again. My name is Boggy. I'm back again. As you can see, we're just on cam for a few minutes. We're going to be on cam like this just to talk for a little bit about today's game so far. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the recording yet. There's a setup on my computer that I wasn't able to get it going right this very second. But I think I should have it going for the last match, and maybe we'll do a post-game review of just the last match for now. We can always download the video and go over the whole thing from the YouTube live stream as well. So I just wanted to mention, thank you all so much for coming today. As a reminder, we do have a website, vigoscourt.tv, where you can go and donate to us as well, and you can watch the live stream there as well. And I believe there's a website, vigoscourt.com, where you can read some of the rules. And eventually, we will be posting the stats and stuff from our survivors and killers up there. So survivors and killers have separate stats, so you can see their how many hooks they got, how many blood points, and all that's going to be going live on the website at some point. Right now, we don't really know yet. It's all stored on a Google spreadsheet at the moment. So, so yeah, the merch as well. We have merch at vigoscourt.com where you can buy, or is it vigoscourt.tv where you buy merch? I think it's vigoscourt.tv. Yeah, so vigoscourt.tv, you can buy the merch there. Get your merch. I should be rocking some, really, if I want to like contribute and participate and look like you guys want to buy some merch. Like, you should see it on me. Actually, that might not be the most flattering choice. But okay. So sorry, just adjusting my camera a little bit. So we have a little sleeping dog in the background. She's going to keep everybody wholesome and happy while we're doing this. We're just now getting set up on the last match here. You can probably hear it going on in the background. I wanted to talk a little bit about this matchup so far. So one thing I noticed is that they picked a really, really tough map to do this on. I am actually surprised that they went with this map. I would have, as their killer, I would have been like, why though? Because I wouldn't want to do this map at all. Mother's Dwelling is easily one of the hardest maps in the game, right alongside Ormond for killer. And I really feel like it's handicapped the home team, Bloodlust, in this one. I do believe that was their map selection, if I'm not mistaken. If it wasn't, then I'm speaking out of turn, and I apologize. But I'm pretty sure that was their map selection. So I'm curious as to maybe what they're thinking now. Like, do they regret making that map choice? Maybe it's some of their build selections. I don't know. But they've done, I mean, in spite of that, they've actually done pretty well, but not quite enough, with, again, the score being 39-68, Bubba's Bullies in the lead. And what that means, 39-68, that means that in order to win, they're 29 points apart, and there's a 33-point max score that they can possibly get, which means they have to win by 29 points. So Bloodlust has to shut down the game against Bubba's Bullies, keep them at like 4 points, and then get a max score. And I don't know if we're going to see that, but apparently the chat seems to think that Bloodlust is clutch. I can't speak today. Bloodlust is clutch. There we go. And apparently they've done some magic before. According to Zach Larkin says that they've done a lot of magic out of there before. And Henny B saying, yeah, they're pretty clutch. So we'll see if they can pull it through. I'm not sure if they're going to do it. Looks like we're just now. So we are now just about to get started here. Everybody kind of getting their builds finalized, I think, probably responding to what they did in the last match, thinking about how they're going to adjust their playstyle to go up against the next killer. Now, of course, who's the next killer? I don't actually know, and I'm not going to look at it because I don't want to know. I'm not even going to ask because I want to be as surprised as you guys are, because that's part of the fun. So, and it looks like we are actually running with the same survivors as before, too. So we have a Jane Romero, a Kate Denson, a Fang Min, and an Ace Wisconsin. All red ranks, of course. I am not a red rank survivor, but I still get allowed to play with my team, apparently. So I guess I can feel good about that. I see all these red ranks in these games, and I go, gosh, I really wish I was a red rank. But I think we can all appreciate the fact that all these teams on this Vigos Court matchups have been just phenomenal overall, and every game has been really, really tight and very difficult to see who's going to be a clear winner, except for today's matchup, which is curious. They're just getting kind of shut down in a lot of these matches, and I think it's a lot to do with the map. I really do. The map and possibly their builds, because I have to be adamant about the fact that none of them have run any information perks on either side. The killers have not run anything like barbecue and chili or anything that would give them any information or indication as to where survivors are after a hook or anything like that. and it's curious. It's a curious way to go about it. Now, I did the same thing when I played Hag last week. I didn't bring any information books, but it's Hag. Hag doesn't really need information. Hag just waits till you trip a trap and attacks you. These other killers kind of need information. The only one that really has built-in information that we saw was Oni, who was able to track survivors with his blood, but I mean, even that's not really reliable. So, I don't know. I think it's some interesting build choices. I'd like to see how they progress in going forward. We didn't see any gen slowdown, I don't think, in the last one, except for Pop Goes the Weasel. So there wasn't like a ruin or anything, which might have been actually really helpful on this large map. I think Pop Goes the Weasel might have been a mistake. But we'll see. We'll see how it works out. So the teams are just getting ready. They're already checking right now. So we're just going to go ahead and switch screens while we wait for them to get started. And actually, as we've seen a lot in these matchups, once again, 4 medkits in the lobby. I think we're seeing a lot in this tournament. We're seeing a lot about what survivors think about the strength of the items in this game. And I think unanimously, everybody agrees that medkits are just superior. At least that seems to be the consensus lately, that medkits are just superior to anything else. Because there's perks that you can run for, like, prove thyself. You can make gens go faster. You don't need a toolbox for that. I mean, you can make healing go faster too, but nothing quite as fast as a med kit coupled with perks. So it's really curious that we're not seeing more toolboxes or even flashlights. I mean, I guess flashlights would be they're more of a meme thing. I think even our friend Drew, who's only been playing the game for, like, what was it, a month? You said, Drew? I think even you would recognize that flashlights are kind of memey, you know? It's more of a thing you do when you're having fun or trying to abuse a killer rather than actually trying to win a match. But yeah, I mean, we haven't seen any flashlights. We haven't really seen any toolboxes. We've only seen medkits, and that's a very curious thing to take home. And I think it's the same with every team we've really seen in the last 3 games or so, or 3 matchups. Last week, I don't think, did we see any toolboxes or anything last week? I don't even know. I don't think so. I think it was just medkits last week as well. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty much just medkits galore throughout this entire season so far. I'm wondering if that's going to continue to be the trend, or if things will start to change as we start to maybe find effectiveness in other builds. But really nothing clear cut. So we're going to go ahead and just wait a minute while these guys get started. And I think they're about to ready up their last players. I think Kate may have unreadied. I think she wanted to maybe change something on her build really quick. Looks like that's making some final decisions here before they finalize their builds. But yeah, here they go. Here they go. They're getting started, folks. All right, guys, leave it in the comments right now or in the chat room. Who do you think is going to come ahead on this one? Who do you think is going to win this match? Do you think that Bloodlust is going to be able to pull enough points forward to actually be able to take over Bubba's Bullies, or maybe even slightly even the score with them? We'll see. We'll see. I'm actually curious if they're going to be able to pull out some clutch plays here. Running as the Survivor team should be very curious. And we're back here again with Fang Min first, and we see that once again they're running very similar builds. This time we have Freddy. Freddy is a killer we have not seen since last week, I think it was, and I'm excited to see Freddy plays. I like Freddy. He is, I've heard him called a killer with training wheels because his snares are just so powerful in chase. They can just shut down chases really quick, but he does have counterplay and can be very difficult to play with, especially on a map this size. Looks like he finds Dwight pretty quick. Dwight running upstairs. Is that a Dwight? I always ask that, but I swear Dwight, Felix, and Ace are all kind of similar. Whoa! Hello, Kate. What are you doing there, Kate? Where did you come from? Totem Slayer once again joining the game, looking all kinds of weird. At least this time they're not floating around in the air or nothing. So it looks like that's not a Dwight, is it? I really can never tell. Okay, that's an Ace, right? And he's being chased by the Freddy off of the top gen, which is actually smart, protecting this top gen because it is very centralized. Looks like he's going to stay on this chase. And a head-on play from the Kate, stunning the killer for a few seconds using head-on, popping out just at the last second. Very smart play by the Kate there. Oh, but Kate may have made a mistake here. As she goes down, yep, she's definitely going to go down right here. We heard the head-on from upstairs as we were following the Ace / possibly a Dwight. Totem Slayer getting his first hook now. No gens completed, which is actually a first this whole matchup. We've always seen at least one generator get done, I think, before a hook happened. Unless I'm mistaken, I'm pretty sure. So first hook on Totem Slayer. And it looks like, let me switch screens here. Looks like we have a gen being halfway done up in the building. This gen right here being one of the most difficult to get done because it's so centralized. It looks like the killer is looking around, finds the Fang Min hiding behind a tree. She was trying to do that Scooby-Doo. Not really working out too well. She's got some bright clothes on. It's very hard to Scooby-Doo around that. This is actually a pretty safe pallet if she plays it right. It looks like she is going to play it right. Yeah, she did not vault that. Very smart play. Oh, but she gets out of place and goes down right here. I think she thought that Freddy was going to go back around the other way and actually go around towards the other side, and then she was going to try to escape out the side. But instead, Freddy kind of just waited a second and then went back the other way. So it worked out in his favor. That's first hook now for Turd. Looks like Alt Recon might get a gen done, and Totem Slayer working on that same gen. Wakanda going in for the hook save, being caught out by Freddy. Freddy getting a whiff, just barely missing Wakanda. Let's see how they do on this shack play. Looks like Freddy's got the shack play pretty well. He double vaults just at the last second. It looks like Wakanda might not make it to this window. Oh, just barely. That was very, very close. Let's go ahead and get another angle on this one. Looks like she left the safety and security of that God pallet, took a hit, trying to get to another safe point, I imagine. Have to wonder what's going through her head right now. These looks like 2 L walls here. Yeah, it's the double L walls. And these can actually be played quite well from a survivor, but the mind game worked out. However, a little 360. Keeping him on his toes, but he was able to get the down there on Wakanda. 2 generators done. Right now, the score is looking at about 41-71, so it looks like the survivors are pulling pretty far ahead, but Alfred Domo is getting a lot of hooks pretty early in the game. 3 hooks and 2 gens. It's an interesting trade-off there. We'll see how this continues as we go on. Looks like he is going to get the hit on this Ace / possibly a Dwight. Getting the down now. That's another down while that other down was happening. So interesting. Oh, Kate getting a save from the pallet drop. Very nice clutch play. Perfect use of God pallet, in my opinion. Great use right there. Getting a save off the Ace. Protecting from getting that next hook. Clutch plays right there. Bloodlust doing a phenomenal job. Looks like he's going to commit to this chase with the Kate. However, she is currently full health, so she's going to keep trying to protect the ace. She's just following the ace. He's kind of just following these two. And now ace is kind of out of place here. He might need to find a pallet or a window very soon. And he's not going to get to one. Trying to do a 360. Not really working out. Gets downed again. However, that was a lot of wasted time trying to get him down again. Let's see how our survivors are doing. That is first hook, I think, for Alt Recon. Or second hook. Is it second hook? It might be second hook. Looks like he's going to harass this generator where Kate was standing. No, that is first hook for Alt Recon. A little bit of weird, glitchy audio effects from switching characters, I think. Looks like we're getting into a chase with Kate again. Them healing up here. It looks like they're just trying to do their generators. I think Prove Thyself is what Dwight has over here. Ace, whatever his name is. It doesn't matter. His name doesn't matter, okay? It is Prove Thyself. Yes, he's rocking Prove Thyself, which gives a little bit of extra generator speed to all people within 8 meters. Or I believe it's 8 meters. It might be 4 meters. Quick and quiet over the window there. Trying to give a little bit of protection, but somehow she got 360'd out of place there. Really interesting. I don't know how she did that. She was trying to give a protection hit, but got 360'd out of line. And then Freddy got in front of her. I'm not really sure what happened there. Third generator down. Gets a hit on Wakanda. He's got to be careful about committing to these chases because it could get Totem Slayer back up. Looks like he is... Oh, he does get her down. Very nice. He does get her down. Totem Slayer back up, though. So Wakanda down. Everybody's been hooked once, I do believe. That'll be second hook for Wakanda. Words. And that's going to bring the score to, I do believe, 43-74. Yeah. Very interesting. All right, let's take a look on what our other survivors are doing. Looks like they're all healing up. Probably trying to regroup and get ready. So he does see 2 survivors here. Knowing that there's a third missing, he should be prepared for the fact that they're going to go back for that unhook. Almost misses that, but was able to 180 just enough to get the hit. Very nice. She's a little bit out of place for this. And she did not fall for the loop or for the vault there. She actually went the other way, which is actually a smart play. Watching very carefully that killer, making sure he does not go to the wrong spot. Because if she had vaulted that window, like Freddy was basically backing up to hope that she would vault over that window. Looks like we're being chased through Shack again. She does a window fake and it works. However, he does vault inside. There is no pallet here anymore, which makes the Shack a risky proposition. He does whiff it and hit the wall. However, I think he's going to get her here. Yeah, he gets her down here. Now, one thing we didn't really do was talk about Freddy's build. That's a 4th gen, by the way. Freddy, once again, running pretty much the same build we saw in the last one. Now, he does have one information perk, which is Thrilling Tremors, which he's seeing every time he picks somebody up. He's seeing which generators are not worked on so he can teleport to it quickly. But otherwise, it's pretty much the same builds that we've seen today, which is Corrupt Intervention, Brutal Strength, and Pop Goes the Weasel. And he's been getting use out of all of it, I think. Looks like he runs into the Fang Min here. And gets a free hit. Where's Fang Min going to go for safety? This building is already pretty safe. You wouldn't really want to leave it so much as try to find the perfect spot to be in. And she's kind of out of place here. Oh, except there's a pallet right there. Very nice. She found a pallet. Oh, Freddy going with a whiff into the pallet. She kind of just moved out of the way. I don't even think she dead-hearted. As she gets outplayed, does a little locker juke. Very nice. Was that a missed decisive strike? Hang on. Did X-Terminator miss a decisive strike there? I think X-Terminator might have missed a decisive strike there. I didn't actually see it from their angle. So second hook now for X-Turd. And And a rescue from Wakanda. Let's see what Freddy's up to now. It looks like he's chasing Kate again. And she definitely has Decisive Strike. Let's see here. Oh, no Decisive Strike. Really? So that was a Decisive Strike fake, I think. Possibly. Or they were just trying to juke out of the way of the hit. I'm not really sure. Tough to say, because I've seen survivors do that before, where they'll kind of jump into a locker after an unhook because they want to trick the killer into thinking they have DS when they don't. It's actually an interesting play. It's like a little bit of a mind game on the killer. Like, do I really want to grab this person and risk the DS? And that is 5 gens done now. They finished all gens. However, there have been a lot of hooks this game. Most people are 1 hook away from death, including, I do believe, Totem Slayer. So that is death hook for Totem Slayer. And what are our survivors up to? So it looks like they're healing and opening this gate on the far end. Where is Freddy? Is he coming for the gate? It looks like he might be coming toward the gate. Wakanda doing a little bit of sneaky sneaks, trying to hide, but Freddy not falling for it, finds her right away. She uses her sprint burst to try to get out of there. She didn't really get as much distance as she could have, but she found a pallet, and that's probably why. She's going to stay here because she's not sure if there's a pallet elsewhere. Freddy getting a hit, using his snares to slow her down. If he can get the Wakanda down, then he will be able to actually get at least a 2K out of this. They are going to open that gate there, it looks like. 99ing it for now. Freddy getting stunned, but getting the down nonetheless on Wakanda. Exterminator trying to go in for maybe a last-minute heal. A risky play by Freddy to leave her on the ground. Is he going to leave her? No, he picks her up. He picks her up, and he's going to take her to the hook, get that death hook on her. So a death hook on Wakanda. Very nice plays. This door is nowhere near open. These guys are nowhere near the exit either. But I do believe the door is 99. The question is, are they going to get out? And I do believe the answer to that is probably yes. So they get 1 gate open. Definitely not going to get both gates. And he's going to maybe let them get the free hit. No. Alt Recon maybe looking for hatch. Let's see if Alt Recon's able to find a hatch. Does he know where it is? Very, very tight right now in terms of the score on this game. Blood points are going to be the difference here. Looks like he's just going to go for a standard exit. Freddy finding the hatch, kicking it. Very nice. Very nice. We get a hatch kick and 2 escapes. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the end of the match for today. Very nice plays, everybody, all around. Let's go ahead and tabulate all these scores. So we have finally Alt Recon coming in with 28,814 blood points. As a reminder, there are bonus points for blood points. If you want to see all the rules for that, vigoscourt.com, you can click on rules and see all the rules for the blood points and all that kind of thing as well. So you can calculate along with us if you'd like. Exterminator with a score of 26,613, or 31, sorry, dyslexic. And Totem Slayer with a score of 19,666. We all know what he's about. And Wakanda with 18,313. And lastly, the killer coming in with 28,225. And that is a pretty decent score. And he did really well. I mean, really, really well. Especially considering the map, which I absolutely hate this map. But apparently, he knows how to play it. Bringing the final score for Game 4. Hopefully the final score for now anyway, to 18 to 24, and the total score 57-92 with Bubba's Bullies in the lead, with a strong lead. So unlucky for Bloodlust, but they weren't able to make a comeback there. They did really well on this last match. I will give them credit for that, but it just wasn't enough to pull it through. However, it does look like it was enough for Bubba's Bullies. So congratulations, Bubba's Bullies, on your fantastic win. Holy crap. That's a huge lead. And you guys did all great. GG's to everybody. GG all around. And I can promise you, come around to the next stream, we're going to be having some post-game reviews. We're going to be doing some interviews and things like that. I want to see if we can get some interviews now. So we're going to go on a quick break and see if we can't get some post-game interviews, because we definitely need to talk about this a little bit. So let's see what we can do, and we'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors, which is you guys. So really, it's just messages from you. All right, everybody. I am here with one of the, I believe, a team captain, if I'm not mistaken. We have Totem Slayer 223. Totem Slayer, you are live. Let us know what you were thinking. Like, what was going through your mind through that?
Well, the first game was quite a journey. We was flying around for most of it, but it had some good laughs, though. You know, worst case scenario, we were all dying, so you know that was unfortunate. But hey, listen, all I wanted was to get those head-on stuns in, and I did. So, you know, accomplished.
I did. I actually didn't know you were doing that right away, and then I heard the head-on play from upstairs, and I went, "Oh my God, she's got a head-on!" From down below, giving Dwight the or Ace. I kept calling him Dwight. I do that all the time, even in my own videos.
Yeah, no, let me tell you, he was a little upset. He was like, "I'm not a Dwight. I'm an Ace."
Come on, they look practically identical. Okay, all right. So I mean, you guys didn't make it this round, I don't think. You're in Bloodlust, right? You're the team captain for Bloodlust, or
yes,
one of them. Yeah. So you guys didn't quite make it today, but like, I mean, are you guys feeling discouraged, or like, has this helped you like maybe think about how you want to approach the next game, or like, what do you think about that?
Definitely never discouraged. We take every loss and we learn from everything, so I'm definitely not discouraged. Definitely confused though. It's definitely really hard to it's hard to come back from a game that was so glitched on our end.
Right.
I mean I'm sorry, the Unbreakable issue, that was really difficult to like kind of come back from, because
yeah,
everything was just so glitched on our end. Like it was really hard to end that game and say, okay, well, are we still gonna like take this? Are we gonna take this seriously? Like where is our heads at? But we still pulled it out, and we did a good fighting game for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you guys definitely kept fighting toward the end, which I can really appreciate. But I mean, one thing I would say is like, who selected the map? Was that your team? It was Bloodlust, right?
It was our team. It was.
Any regrets? Because I personally hate that map, and I think it kind of screwed over the killers a little bit.
Definitely not. Definitely no regrets. Okay. The other maps that we had considered were just out of our mentality from what we had seen from the other team. We didn't want to give them, I don't want to reveal too much, but we didn't want to choose the other maps that we had in mind because of the team we were facing. So we all compromised on this one. I don't think it was anyone necessarily's first choice as much as it was a decent compromise between the squad. It did allow a lot of gens to get pot. Like it just helps our synergy a lot. It definitely pulled it out of our killer's favor. I wish I had seen those games, but I'm still waiting for after this. I'm gonna watch the stream over. But you know, it was definitely a fun map to play on.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun to watch. I will tell you that. I had a great time watching it. I mean, there was some really clutch plays. Unfortunately, it just wasn't quite enough to pull it ahead. But I mean, it's still like, it's not like you've lost the season or anything. You guys are coming back next week stronger and better, right? I mean, right?
I mean, we'll be making it to the finals, so I'm definitely not concerned.
Okay,
it was just
all right, making it to the finals. You heard that, everybody. Place your bets now. No, I think you guys did really good, honestly. I really do. I mean, I don't really know right now off the top of my head where there could be improvements made, other than maybe, in my opinion, I think maybe the builds for both sides on the killers were lacking information, which was kind of a big deal. I think the only one that had information was Freddy with his thrilling tremors. I kind of wish we had seen a bit more of that.
For a long time.
Yeah.
It was way too long, and then all of a sudden someone said, wait, does he have thrilling? I look up, I'm like, oh yeah, he has thrilling. We figured this one out.
Well, I wanted to really thank you. I really want to thank you for coming on, and guys, just so you know, Totem Slayer was really helpful with like getting everything set up beforehand. So I mean, thank you to everybody behind the scenes with that. And I think we have one more interview I wanted to do really quickly with Hail Naw, who apparently has some stuff he wants to say. So let's hear him out. So Hail Naw, you are on the air. What's up?
Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine. What's going on? So tell us what was going through your mind.
I was told. Oh no, I was just told. I was told that I was supposed to come here and answer some questions, I guess.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, we just like wanted to ask you what we were thinking, but yeah. What was that? GG to Totem Slayer.
Yeah, I was trying to say.
I'll bring her.
You guys,
I'll bring her back on in a minute so you guys can chat back and forth.
Pissing my pants. So.
I got you. So I mean, yeah, we just basically wanted to like ask some post-game questions. Like, do you have any regrets? Do you have any things you want to do better next time? And I mean, your team won. You guys are Bubba's Bullies, right? So yeah, you guys kind of crushed it out there today.
I mean, I feel like we made some pretty good decisions. I think at the end, I mean, he did the right thing by committing to me when I was on the hook.
Yeah.
So he did the right thing. There's nothing really I could do about it. I think if I could go back, I'd bring Unbreakable instead of Decisive.
Right.
Because
didn't really get a lot of use out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And also just I had Decisive the first game and I missed my Decisive strike. So
yeah, I think I'm kind of with you on that, but I think the only thing that worries me is if somebody doesn't bring at least one decisive strike in the match, then there's maybe not going to be an obsession, which means that the killer's going to know, hey, I can just slug and tunnel everybody. So I mean, there's definitely a concern there. You definitely want to at least maybe have an obsession perk of some kind that you bring with you, but I mean, it depends. So I mean, I think you guys did phenomenal out there. You guys really crushed it today, but what do you guys want to say to each other? Like, I'm gonna bring Abby or Totem Slayer back on. Sorry, Totem Slayer, you're on with Hail Naw. You guys can.
Hello. So who were you? Really quick.
I was Kate.
Oh,
yeah, he was the Kate. Yeah.
My fellow Kate Main.
I know, right? Yeah. Oh, by the way, the whole Dead Hard thing. I didn't know that when we perks for the other team, I didn't know it's banning it for ourselves too. So that was like really stupid on my part. So my bad for bringing
it. It happens. I'm not too unsettled about it. It doesn't really matter. From what I heard from the game, it really didn't affect the outcome anyhow. So I'm not too definitely not too upset about it. But anyway, GG for sure. I heard that you guys did a really good job. I think that it was 4 out and then 3 out. That's really awesome.
Yeah, thanks.
I have a question for both of you. Per the second game, is there any chance that either team is going to be calling for a rematch because of the glitches that were going on? I don't even know if there is such a rule, but I mean,
but it can't be tonight though because
no, I know obviously
he's actually a student. But I know we wouldn't object to it. Like we're
Right.
always, you know, up for a challenge and stuff. So I think it'd be fun.
I think some proper review of that game is going to be needed to see if a rematch is even warranted, because those glitches they looked pretty game breaking.
I had actually posted. So I guess let me go into what it was on my side.
Yeah.
So it was after Turn had died. That was the who was he? I think it was Fang. Yeah.
Right.
Fang. He's playing as Fang. When he had died on his third hook, that is when my side started glitching. And every time that someone would get picked up, I would get picked up. And if anyone was hooked, I was hooked. And I couldn't move for a couple seconds. And then it also made it so I couldn't run at proper speed. And I also had no awareness because I was in the air. I had no idea if I was crouching to him or you know.
That was weird to watch.
And then the unbreakable thing happened. Yeah. When Wakanda went to get up, it wouldn't let him move. And he dead-hearted, but the dead-heart didn't register, and he still stayed there from the killer's perspective, when in his perspective, he was still on the ground the entire time. So,
yeah, that's interesting. I'm not a referee, so I can't make a call on whether or not we're going to do a rematch or whether or not a rematch is warranted, but I think you could appeal to Sam for that, because that does sound like it was pretty game-breaking and may have been the game that took you guys down.
That's something that I'm also considering. It is hard to say. It is so hard to say. I'm talking to their one of their captains or someone on their team about it right now. Yeah. But I think ultimately we're going to have to wait until tomorrow to make that kind of decision. Once I have all of my captains available and when he has more time on his hands. But it sucks because they played so well, and I don't want a rematch to change. It's so hard. Calling a rematch is such a difficult decision. I mean,
it's very hard.
At the end of the day, they played really well. We played really well. It just, you know, it's hard to tell. But I do think that second game would have gone very differently had we not been handicapped in that position.
I agree, and I think maybe the total score would have been at least a little closer. I mean, nothing against Bubba's Bullies. You guys wrecked it tonight on all the other games for sure. I'm curious how that would have played out a little differently for Bloodlust if they had the opportunity to not be dealing with a bunch of glitches. But Shiza happens, so there you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, is there anything else you guys want to say before we close out, or you guys good?
I'm good. Just again, GG. Yeah. I look forward to playing again.
Yeah, GG, everybody. Both sides did so great tonight. Thank you, GG, to both of you. Thank you, Hale. Thank you, Totem. I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night, guys. This has been a phenomenal stream. Thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, letting your friends know. Check out vigoscourt.tv to get your merchandise and donate to the stream if you'd like to help us do this every single week, every single day, every single season. We will be here again very soon. I think tomorrow morning for the next game between Pretty Good Squad versus Creepy Daddy Michaels. Yes, it's going to be Creepy Daddy Michaels versus Pretty Good Squad tomorrow morning. Luckily, I don't have to be in that. I am in that team, Pretty Good Squad, but I'm not going to be joining up with them on I don't think. So, yeah, I'll be hopefully on the stream tomorrow morning as well. So thank you all again, and we'll see you next time. Take care, and don't forget, Court is no longer in session. I don't know how we sign out. I just made that up. Sorry, that was terrible. Okay.